Karibu.
Bernard, my head is really spinning around. I'm just asking, what has happened to even our patriotic musicians? Why are they not pointing out this through their what happened to King Kaka, who said wajinga alisema wajinga ni sisi? Really, I mean, why is it only us who are seeing this? I'm wondering. Even, of course, the church, we have said the church has been bought, so many of them, unless the few ones now who should come, and then maybe we should start our own television like this one, because it looks like even the media has been cowed, so they are not going into churches that are really believing and pointing out evil. They don't want to go there. All of them are following Ruto and Gachagua when they are talking that nonsense of theirs. So what has happened? Then the other question is, what happens when a country has it has what is the best word for English? When you slid into a hole or slide into a hole. Kizungu si cha mdomo yangu. So when you slide into that deep hole, into poor governance, then kiongozi anajiweka pale na mambavu. What should happen? What is the last resort? When wananchi are so cowards kama hawa wa Kenya, which I think they are, unless they prove me otherwise. When you have all that so-called leaders are now going and gravitating around this evil king, and they are wanakula tu wakijipanguza midomo, they can't talk. You just wonder, wamekuwa bubu, yeah. Then who should really salvage the Kenyans? That kind of a country that is in such a situation, when even the ones we think are so tough, because mimi tukigrow tulizaliwa tukijua jeshi mazee, like I had an uncle who was in the army, my friend. When he came to the village, we used to meet there, mimi tukienda shule Kifungwa, kisikia Uncle Tom yuko area, and then when he became a major, he would now even come with full attire and Land Rover ya jeshi, anakuja analala huko, the whole village would be quiet. Yani the jeshi ilikuwa reva, ilikuwa authority. Ukiwaona unajua mazee ni kunoma, na hakuna mtu anaweza toa noma. So when you have in a village, you have mtu mmoja wawili wa jeshi, you feel so secure and so safe. Does Kenya feel the same? Do Kenyans feel the same with our jeshi? When we are so vulnerable politically and we are being impoverished day in, day out? Kudos to Zimbabwe. I think Zimbabwe did something and no one likes talking about it. No one talks. You see, when you do upstanding things that salvage your people, watu hawapendi kuongea. But these guys did something. I think they emulated Ghana. I know Ghana did several successful bloodless coups. And when they were asked why they are doing it, they said the people have no problem. The people have voted. The people have done. You can't blame, and we would not want to shed a tone ya damu yao. Who is the problem? Is Bernard, is Stone PK. Wanakuja wewe ndio unachukuliwa hivi, unaambiwa bro, it is either you ship out, ama tukunyonge tu. Why? Because you are the problem. Again, in my tribe, and I know this happens to many people, there's something called jigger. When a jigger invades your toe, you have to be an expert wa kutoa hiyo jigger. That's what I was told by my granny. It is not every Tom, Dick and Harry who would be able to remove jigger, because kuna ule alikuwa akija akitoboa tu hivi zinajaa kwa vidole zako zote. That was the story. So the expert you would go, unarauka asubuhi, ametengeneza vifaa zake. If you are very badly off, alikuwa anaitwa village surgeon, ndiye anazitoa moja moja akiweka kwa moto, and then he treats you, he puts some. So when you have a mediocre leader, a haywire leader, an evil leader, I tend to think Jesse should be in the forefront to say no, because they're supposed to be neutral. Why would Jesse want to be governed by a crocodile? Ati wakisema ni mwananchi amechagua. Jeshi yetu ya Kenya inaweza kusema kweli ukweli ati Ruto amechaguliwa na mwananchi, sincerely speaking, hata kama wengine ndio wanamsupport. Yani what has become of the world and Kenya especially, that people can sit here and say, kwanza nasikia watu wakisema oh, the vote difference was 200. Surely Bernard, sijui nitahamia wapi. Well, I don't know what to do, honestly. I can't come to terms with what people have been made to think. People, yani, and they know they have sold this narrative. Oh, hawakujipanga. Oh, baba hawezi kujipanga. Ni mtu wa kushindwa, ameshindwa kila wakati. And even propaganda unaona za gazeti sasa ati njoo tuunde serikali. Baba is being insulted. And unfortunately, Baba does not know how to use abusive language. I want him to hire me for 2 weeks so that I can insult these people. Nitaenda nirudi mtaani nitoe suti alafu nivae kimtaani from Eastland now, and I'll mobilize people to insult these guys. How dare you insult yani baba ameonwa ni pumbavu, unashindwa, unarudi unapewa carrot ati kuja tu hey. Bana, hakuna kutusiwa kama hiyo baba anatusiwa. And he, poor man is so humble, he's so, he's, I feel for him. I feel for him. And this is what they are doing to beat him down. Propaganda, come we share. We are creating an office for you. We are changing a constitution for you. Who said Baba has been doing this for himself? In fact, God forbid, if Baba leaves, this fire will still continue burning. It will continue to burn. So people should not give us that nonsense. And when papers write that kind of a need, Baba, I don't know what is wrong with your PR team. Your office should have fighters there. They should go to school in South Africa, wafundishwa na Malema 1 week on how to deal with these idiots. Malema can give them a lecture, although I don't know whether you relate with him. Okay, he made a mistake, but I think he withdrew. He was trying to support what he was not privy to, because he's also obsessed on one side with the youth. He thinks good governance will only come from young people. There's another misinformation people have. You can have young people who are idiots, and you can have young people who are super leaders. Tom Mboya was one of those guys. You see, so the tenet of leadership is not pegged on young, old, or something. You can have an old man and he becomes an idiot like Gachagua. Is Gachagua a young man? And when he opens his mouth, he speaks like I don't know what. So I want people to kind of know that leadership is not about age, is not about whatever. It is wisdom and ability to do that. So Baba should reconstruct his team. That team needs to also be insultive. Yes, insulting in the sense that they should dismiss any nonsense that is being peddled around. Because when they peddle around a lie, people start. I heard some people starting empathizing with Baba. Una empathize na Baba. Baba is very okay. The only thing that is killing Baba is that he wants justice in Kenya. But he can decide to be quiet and retire and leave you people to suffer. Baba lives like a king. Yeah. So and that just because he has that calling is what is eating him until he sees it. That's what Tom Mboya died for. That's what Akina Patrice Lumumba has died for. Kina Kwame, you die for something which people don't want you to. People don't want to hear you in the morning when you talk about the people. Lastly, Bernard, I give an example of a person, a people person. He goes to a village. Maybe you are working in Nairobi. You arrive in your village. If you are a people person, umefika, Bernard umefika. It goes like bushfire. People pass around. Yo, Ingos yako, ati ni namna gani? Tulipita tu kwa mkuu mzee. People just pass by. Okay? If you are not a people person, you arrive there, it will be you and your wife. Munapika machai yenu na mamikate zenyu za Nairobi, nobody will walk into that compound. Yeah? Now people person wakes up in the morning anauliza, na hao watoto wa jirani mbona jana sikuwasikia huko kwao, kwani kukoaje? Imagine you wake up in the morning, instead of asking about your home, unauliza, na hapa chini si niliacha Uncle Jim alikuwa nini, kwani kuliendaje? That is a people person. Kiangazi inakuja, the first thing unauliza, na watu huko kwetu sasa, how is it being dealt with? That is a people person. Mtu anasema sasa mimi nataka kila mtu aende shule ya bure, Mkenya aondolewe hiyo stress, because it's stress number one. That is a people person, and that's the kind of leader you need. Mtu anasema anataka nyumba ile iko na sipendi kusema umaskini, but ile imekosa, manake umaskini si kilema, ile imekosa chakula, wapate kahela fulani ya kila mwezi ili waweze kujimudu as they wanaomba Mungu wao na wakifanya bidii yao, manake leo umekosa, kesho umepata. That is a people person, not somebody who comes here and the first thing he does ni kuswear in fake judges, kukata subsidies. Hizo subsidy hata kama zinaibiwa na zile zinafikia mwananchi, si kwanza uache hizi zinafikia mwananchi ziendelee, then you deal with the cartel. Bana, it is so annoying that Kenyans, I don't know, wamepuliziwa nini. I don't know whether it's the year of times of doom for us in Kenya. I really don't know. I'm trying to, I think I need to consult even oracles from all over just to know what is happening with our people and our country. Back to you, Bernard.
Thank you, Stone PK. It's like I told you, Kenyans are tolerant people, and their tolerance is being taken for foolishness. But eventually, they will come around. We just need to keep them alert and keep them in the right picture. It is said that when you say a lie over and over, it times turn into the truth, or it is taken to be the truth. And that is one area that Kenya Kwanza or UDA have established themselves in ensuring that they sell a lie so many times until the truth is now what is become suspicious. Back to the elections, the army and the men in uniform, they know what